I will ask you. You just give me answer. Okay. Today our topic is how to overcome fear and take bold step in life. So let's start, Maya. Hello everyone. Welcome to today's powerful live session. Life constantly presents us with two choices: stay where we are because of fear, or step forward into growth and transformation. Fear is natural, but staying trapped in it is a choice. Today, we are diving deep into a topic that can change lives: how to overcome fear and take bold steps in life. We all have dreams,
Sounds
goals,
good.
and desires, but many times fear becomes the visible barrier that stops us from moving ahead. Today, we will break that barrier, and to help us explore this powerful journey, we have a very inspiring guest with us, Maya, a voice of wisdom, courage, and clarity. Maya, we welcome you to this session. Thank you for joining us. Let's start our session to asking a question. My first question is, Maya, let's begin by understanding the root. What exactly is fear and why does it having such a powerful hold on people?
It's a pretty basic survival mechanism, honestly. Like biologically speaking, fear kept our ancestors from becoming lunch. It's a really quick assessment of danger. The problem is, our brains haven't fully caught up to the fact that most of what we fear now isn't a saber-toothed tiger. It's more awkward conversations or failing at something. So, it gets misapplied, and that's where it becomes paralyzing. It feels powerful because it triggers a real physical response, adrenaline, racing heart, even if there's no actual physical threat.
Okay, my second question is, why do you think so many people choose comfort zones even when they know grow lies outside them?
Comfort zones are, well, comfortable. Our brains like predictability. Stepping outside of that feels risky and requires energy. It's easier to just stay put, even if put isn't all that great. But there's also a weird thing with identity. Sometimes people define themselves by their limitations or by what they're avoiding. Letting go of that feels like losing a part of themselves, even if it's a limiting part. It's paradoxical, but true.
Okay, in your view, how can someone identify whether their fear is real or just a mental story they have created?
That's the key, isn't it? Okay, first, separate the potential consequence from the feeling. Like, if I do this, the worst that could happen is, then actually articulate that. Is it genuinely dangerous or just embarrassing? Then look for evidence. Are you basing this fear on actual past experiences or just imagining things? A lot of times it's the latter. And ask yourself, is this fear serving me? Is it protecting me or is it keeping me small? That last question is a good gut check.
Okay, why is taking bold steps important for personal growth and success in life?
Because growth literally requires discomfort. Think of a muscle, it doesn't get stronger by staying relaxed. It needs to be challenged. Bold steps force you to learn, adapt, and develop resilience. And success, however you define it, almost always requires taking risks. Playing it safe might avoid failure, but it also guarantees you won't reach your full potential. It's kind of a trade off.
What are some of the most common fears that stop people from moving forward in their careers, relationships, or personal goals?
Oof, a lot. Um, Fear of failure is huge, obviously. Also, fear of judgment. See, what will other people think? That one's crippling for a lot of folks. Then there's fear of rejection in relationships or when pitching ideas at work. And surprisingly common, fear of success. People self sabotage because they're afraid of the responsibility or the changes that come with it. Finally, there's just a general fear of the unknown, which holds people back from trying anything new.
Okay, Maya, many people fear failure. How can they reform failure so it becomes a stepping stone instead of a roadblock?
Okay, that's a good one. First, reframe it as learning. It's not failing if you gain information. Second, analyze the failure objectively. What went wrong? What could you do differently next time? Treat it like data, not a personal attack. Third, normalize it. Everyone fails. Seriously, even the people who seem to have it all together. And finally, remember that failure doesn't define you. It's an event, not a character trait. It's a stepping stone if you let it be.
Okay, what are some practical strategies or daily habits people can use to reduce fear and build courage?
Small steps are key. Don't don't try to conquer your biggest fear overnight. Break it down into tiny manageable actions. Exposure therapy works, gradually exposing yourself to what you fear. Mindfulness and meditation can help you observe your fear without getting swept away by it. Journaling can be helpful too, getting those anxieties out of your head and onto paper. And honestly, just doing something, anything, even if you're scared, builds momentum and confidence. Physical activity helps a ton too, gets you out of your head.
Okay, how can surrounding yourself with the right people impact the courage you feel to take bold steps?
Huge impact. It's like having people who believe in you, who support your goals, who won't judge you for trying and failing, that's invaluable. They're a safety net and they provide perspective when you're spiraling. Avoid people who drain your energy, who are overly critical, or who discourage your dreams. You want people who lift you up, not weigh you down. It's not about cutting people off entirely, necessarily, but setting boundaries and prioritizing relationships that are genuinely supportive.
Okay, fear of judgment is huge. How can someone stop worrying about what others think?
That one's tough because it's deeply ingrained. First, remind yourself that most people are way more focused on their own lives and insecurities than they are on judging you. Seriously. Second, ask yourself whose opinion actually matters? Is it someone you respect who genuinely has your best interests at heart? Or is it just a random person on the internet? Focus on those opinions. Third, practice self compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you'd offer a friend. And finally, remember that you can't please everyone. It's exhausting to try and ultimately impossible.
Okay, how does mindset transformation help someone break free from fear based thinking?
That's a really insightful question. Shifting your focus from yourself to serving something larger can be incredibly liberating. When you're focused on contributing to a cause you believe in, on helping others, or on creating something meaningful, your fears tend to shrink in comparison. It provides a sense of purpose that transcends your own insecurities. It's not about ignoring your fears, but about putting them in perspective. It's like, yeah, I'm scared, but this is bigger than me. It rewires your brain to focus on action and impact rather than self preservation.
Okay, thank you so much, Maya, for your powerful insights. Fear
You're very
may be
welcome.
part of life, but courage is a choice. Every bold step you take writes a new chapter for strength in your story. To everyone watching you, your future is bigger than your fear. Start small, start
Now,
Get but start.
gotcha.
Thank you for joining this meaningful session. Stay brave, stay bold, and keep moving forward. Thank
All
you.
right. Have a good one. You too.